Alright, this video is going to show you how to line up the pictures together. So we have two pictures, one of Michael Jordan and one of me. This was done on Photo Booth. This was gotten from the internet. You select them both. You're going to open them both with Photoshop Elements 12 Editor. So the one thing that I mentioned at the previous video, and you might have just noticed really quickly in a flash, is that the face that I took using Photo Booth is facing the opposite direction as what I need it to be. So we're going to fix that first. So as soon as everybody is open here, you're going to go to the picture that you took on using the Photo Booth, and we're going to flip it. So you're going to go to Image, Rotate, Flip Horizontally. Easy fix. So you might notice that the pictures are different sizes, and he's off to the left, I'm sort of in the center, but all that's going to get fixed up later. Just a reminder, and we're going to be doing this later on, is that you may need to zoom out a bit. So if you hit the Command button and the minus or the dash right next to the 0 on your keyboard, there's a plus. If you hold down the Command button and hit the plus equal, it'll zoom in. And zooming out will make it go a bit smaller, and that's the command with the minus or the dash. So same thing with this one. Okay, so we're basically going to put both of these pictures together. You're going to go to your photo bin, and so you have a choice, right? You can drag this up on top of your picture on top of your alter ego. You could drag your alter ego face on top of your face. Doesn't really make any difference. I'm going to go and drag mine on top of Michael Jordan's face there. So you can see that in the layers window that I have two separate images. Using the move tool, I can move my face around. There's not much I can do because he is the background, so I pretty much have to move this image, get it the right size and everything to line up with his face. So in order to see this well, I'm going to change the opacity. I'm going to make it a little transparent. I go to the top of the layers window and I clicked on this arrow, and you start sliding the bar, and you can start to see through that layer. So this allows you to line up, get the size correct. Ooh, that's pretty much right on. I usually start off with the eyes, and then I just see if the lips line up. If the eyes line up, the lips just seem way far apart. You might need to make your picture bigger or smaller, but I think I'm in pretty good shape here. This looks pretty cool. Looks very creepy, I gotta be honest, but that is pretty much spot on. It's at this point that you might want to just double check everything looks pretty good. We're going to bring the opacity up all the way. It's at this point I'm going to be cropping my image. You can do this later in the process, but I'm actually going to do this now. I'm going to use the crop tool. The size is going to be 8 inches wide, 10 inches tall. Now, if you might happen to have one where it might look better wider, you can certainly do that. Do about 10 by 8. The resolution is always going to be 300. So you can see this is essentially how we're going to be cropping it, just like that. Okay? So if you do that, you can see both layers will enlarge, and they'll be both the same size. Now, if you decide to do this later, that's fine as well. But this is something that you can do right away. Alright, the next step is going to show you how you cut this and crop it and make it look as though one side is you and the other side is your alter ego.